David Dalton Power, I greet you, and I welcome you here. To all who have gathered here on behalf of Kim and Dalton, I welcome you as well. We welcome you, Kim and Dalton, to this moment in your lives and to the place you have come in each other's hearts. We join with you on this day as you commit before God and your family and friends that from this point forward, you shall live as one. I remind all of you guests that you've been invited here for a sacred purpose, not just to witness, but to participate fully and encircle them. That's why you're sitting the way you're sitting, to encircle them with your thoughts and your love to bless this couple and their married life. You're here because Kim and Dalton feel close to you and ask that you join with them in this dedication of sacred purpose. They've chosen this act of marriage and this public holy ceremony to proclaim it. At this time, I want to take a moment to honor the memory of Kim's grandmother, Carolyn Platt, and Dalton's grandparents, Margaret Power and Helen and Charles Jenkins. Let us call them forward in our hearts and welcome their presence of spirit in our midst. Kim, Dalton is God's gift to you, but he's not a gift for you alone. In your love, this man will find himself a greater sense of who he is meant to be. And so it is with you also, Dalton. Although Kim is God's gift to you, she's not a gift intended for you alone. In your love, she will find herself so that the entire world will be blessed by her presence. And to the parents of Kim and Dalton, congratulations on the part you have played in raising a son and a daughter of such serious purpose. On their behalf and on the behalf of all those here, I thank you. Thank you. I remind you that it is more than their blood that is joined here. It is yours as well. I ask you, Kim's parents, Steve and Peggy, to take this man, Dalton, as your son. I think you already have. Take him into your hearts, as he is Kim's beloved. And you, Dalton's parents, Jennifer and David, I ask that you take this woman, Kim, into your hearts. You already have. That she might live from this day on as your daughter. And Colin and Nolan, you'll welcome a sister. A sister, you haven't had one. And Brian, you'll welcome a brother. You haven't had one. Please be seated. I call upon Peggy Antunes, Kim's mom, to do a reading which has been selected by Kim and Dalton.
A reading from St. Paul from First Letter to the Corinthians. Love is patient, love is kind. Love is not jealous, it does not put on airs, it is not snobbish. Love is never rude, is never self-seeking. It is not prone to anger, neither does it brood over injuries. Love does not rejoice in what is wrong, but rejoices with the truth. There is no limit to love, forbearance, to its trust, its hope, its power to endure. Love never fails. There are, in the end, 3 things that last: faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these is love. The Word of God.
I can't do better than St. Paul, but I do want to make a comment. And it'll be brief. The description of love that he gives is an ideal one. The one thing he doesn't mention is warm feelings. Because the meaning of love in that scripture is to want and to work for the highest good of another person, of the other. To work and want the highest good of another. And that's a challenge. It's challenging that love is not jealous. It's challenging that love is never rude. But more so, it's challenging to work and want the good of another, the highest good. So the question you have to ask is, what does love look like in this situation? It looks different in every situation. In some, it involves warm feelings. In others, it may not. But that's the question you need to ask yourselves when you're faced with a challenge. And as at the end of the reading says, the best is the faith, the hope, and the best of all is the love. The faith that you have in each other, the hope in your future, and the love that you have wanting and working for the highest good of each other. Okay? So, Kim and Dalton, you have heard the high calling of marriage. Do you come here freely, without reservation, in the midst of these witnesses, to speak the words that will bind you to this person as your spouse and allow you to become most fully yourself in your partner's presence for the rest of the days of your life in the consecrated state of marriage?
We do.
Yeah.
We do? Please hold hands and turn toward each other. God, look tenderly upon your daughter Kim and your son Dalton and be generous with them. Give them a sense of joy, peace of heart, and strength of spirit so that they may honor the vows they make here today. Kim and Dalton, let this moment and these words be the present truth that forever sustains you. Ready for this? Dalton, I now ask you to say publicly your declaration of commitment you'd like to make to Kim.
I don't know what I would do without you, Kim.
Love.
Who would tell me where to park, or that I'm not going the speed limit and I drive like a grandma? You are amazing. You are an amazing woman. In fact, sometimes I think you have superpowers. You're able to be hot, cold, hungry, sad, angry, and happy all at the same time. But all jokes aside, you are the love of my life, and I haven't been able to get you off my mind since 9th grade. It's scary how similar our story is to a bad 80s movie. The weird, unpopular kid stops at nothing to snag the beautiful, charismatic cheerleader. I guess my biceps helped a little bit. Thank you, biceps. However, I did not start to fall in love with you until I saw how well you got along with my family and the fact that you fit effortlessly into our clan. For the first time, my mother and father had a daughter, and my brothers had a sister. I loved that. For the first time, I don't just have a girlfriend, I have a partner and a best friend, and hopefully, if the next 2 minutes go well, a wife. I love that. I can't promise that I'm going to be the perfect husband, but I do swear to you that I will always be faithful, I will always come home to you, and I will never sleep on the couch. And I will always love you. So please be my something else to get me through this semi-charmed kind of life.
Kim, I now ask you to say publicly any declaration of commitment you'd like to make to Dalton.
Is mine on the other side? Okay. Dalton, I love you. I was having a mental block trying to think of an intro, so I just had to start with that. I'm having a hard time writing this not because of apathy, but because of the immense amount of love I have for you. That cannot possibly be conveyed with words. I found inspiration from Facebook, which is ironic and fitting because you didn't even have a Facebook when we started. But I made you get one. Sorry. I vow to maintain the inseparable bond that we have forged. Not only the one that brings me to this altar today, but also the friendship that we've created. I saw my year-end review on Facebook, and you were always there. Not only in the pictures, mostly because you were the one taking the pictures, but also there with me. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I never thought that I would find someone who I genuinely want to come with me everywhere I go. I love that you truly get along with everyone in my life, whether it's a girls' night watching The Bachelor and gossiping about the contestants, a guys' night plus me playing poker, or a simple dinner with my family. And when you can't come, they're always asking where you are. They actually like you and they like hanging out with you, which makes our relationship even more effortless. I vowed to support you in all aspects of life, whether it be with your career, your family, your health, or our future family. I always have your back. I vow to be faithful to you. You are the man that I have always dreamed for. That sounds cheesy, but it really is true. You are one of the most selfless, loyal, and caring people I've ever met. You are handsome, driven, respectful, and amenable to suggestions. I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me so many times in a 2-year period, is there anything I can work on? Any potential fight that we have ever had, we have combated with love, understanding, and communication. I definitely had a wall up when we first met, and even when we started dating. You somehow knew what I needed, whether it was a foot rub, alone time, or a substantial meal, and hung in there even when I wasn't able to give you 100%. That is the true meaning of love. You are the true meaning of love. I vow to always love you. We have been through things that most couples don't go through until well into their marriage. Rather than drift us apart, I feel like our relationship is even stronger. It just solidifies the fact that I am and always will be here for you. Our relationship is a true testament to unconditional love. I'm so lucky that you love me, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I didn't think I was going to cry.
That's the first time you've been wrong.
Thanks, sorry.
Dave, may we have the rings? And so we come, Kim and Dalton, to the presentation of rings by which you symbolize and bind your love. I ask those of you who are here present with a spouse or a spousal partner to hold each other's hands as Kim and Dalton exchange their rings. Let their words ring true for you as well. Dalton, place the ring on Kim's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my promise.
With this ring, I give you my promise.
That from this day forward, you shall not walk alone.
That from this day forward, you will not walk alone.
May my heart be your shelter.
May my heart be your shelter.
And my arms be your home.
And my arms be your home.
May you be blessed always.
May you be blessed. Say that again.
May we be blessed always.
May we be blessed always.
May we walk together through all things.
May we walk together through all things.
May you feel deeply loved, for indeed you are.
May you feel deeply loved, for indeed you are.
May you always see your innocence in my eyes.
May you always see your innocence in my eyes.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
And with this ring, I give you my heart.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift to give.
I promise I shall do my best.
I promise I shall do my best.
I shall always try.
I shall always try.
I feel so honored to call you my wife.
I feel so honored to call you my wife.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
May we feel this joy forever.
May we feel this joy forever.
Kim?
Small.
Kim, place the ring on Dalton's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my promise
With this ring, I give you my promise
that from this day forward you shall not walk alone.
that from this day forward you shall not walk alone.
May my heart be your shelter and my arms be your home.
What is it?
May my heart be your shelter
May my heart be your shelter
and my arms be your home.
and my arms be your home.
May you be blessed always.
May you be blessed always.
May we walk together through all things.
May we walk together through all things.
May you feel deeply loved, for indeed you are.
May you feel deeply loved, for indeed you are.
May you always see your innocence in my eyes.
May you always see your innocence in my eyes.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift.
I promise I shall do my best.
I promise I shall do my
I
best.
shall always try.
I shall always try.
I feel so honored to call you my husband.
I feel so honored to call you my husband.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
I feel so blessed to call you mine.
May we feel this joy forever.
May we feel this joy forever.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
I ask the guests here to raise your hands over them in blessing. Creator God, we ask you to bless Kim and Dalton. May your hearts be full. May your lips be sweet. May your love grow strong. And may you live long and happily in one another. Kim and Dalton, you have promised yourselves to one another. And because you have sanctified your love for one another with sacred vows and through the giving and receiving of rings, it is therefore my pleasure and privilege, through the authority of the state of North Carolina and the love of your family and friends, that we all proclaim them husband and wife. Seal it with a kiss.